It's ladies like what? It must be Sarah on the mic. With sweet little Holly, got the sugar, got the spice. We're keeping us tight, we're guests on the night. Linked up with Urban Spirit Studios. That's right. And I'm not a rookie on this all-star team. Me and Holly get you hooked like we're fishing for green. This is home, never leaving us talent alone. Yes, it is my city, it's my throne.
So we've got something hidden down here. We call this our dirty laundry.
Okay.
So if you've ever been into a woman's bedroom and gone in her dirty laundry, you'll probably find a little bit of something. Just pop your hand into
Am I
here.
putting my hand in a basket of dirty pants?
Yes, put your hand in there.
You lucky bugger.
Pick one out.
They've been on Sarah's last day.
Oh, it's a nice colour. You're going to tell me to put these on? Is that what's happening?
We need you to... Rude. We need you to read the question. That was
Oh,
too
there's a
far.
question. Okay. I can't keep these, no.
No, you can't keep the panties, sorry.
Don't sniff them either out.
Choose 3 people, dead or alive, to invite to a dinner party. Ooh. Probably Alan Watts.
Who the bloody hell's Alan Watts?
He's like a deep thinker. I like what
Get
he
him
talks
out.
about.
Life's
Is
too
he dead or
short.
alive?
He's alive.
He's alive.
I think he's alive. He might be dead. No, yeah, I think he's alive. Invite to a dinner party. I feel like I want to chuck a chef in there just to make the food bang.
Strategic.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
you'll invite a chef that has to do the cooking at your dinner party?
That's a bit bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's rude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's rude.
No.
On second thoughts, rude.
I feel like I'd like to chat to Tupac.
Mm.
I feel like that's an obvious one. I feel like it's a bit played out.
Why is Holly pulling that face like you don't know who Tupac is?
I do, but I wouldn't chat to him. If I saw him in the street, I don't think I'd say no.
Really?
Yeah. He was a revolutionary.
I know.
I suppose I'm not educated enough in Tupac to agree with that.
It's just, to me, he was like one of the first like mega mainstream artists that actually was coming with like a political and a social
Yeah.
message. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Which I thought was sick because it's hard to make it.
Definitely to cross over into the mainstream. Yeah, I think so.
Facts.
Yeah.
Someone who knows something about society, who knows everything, but you can find out all the secrets if you really wanted to here.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go for like, I want to say like a Jeff Bezos kind of guy. I know he's on the inside of all the stuff going on.
And then if you've got something against the government, they can't deal with
Yeah, diplomatic immunity.
Yeah.
That's a shout.
You're safe for life.
Yeah, that's
if
a
you want a
shout.
meal, give me a meal, or as I'm telling everyone.
100%. Yeah, yeah. Like Jeffrey Epstein, he did that, didn't he? Got that.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Well, who knows?
But we won't go into
I
that.
know, like, but that's a sticky subject to get into.
What old person thing do you do? What old person thing do I do?
Wear glasses.
Yeah, yeah.
Young people wear glasses.
The look of disgust I just got from Sarah.
Innit? I might be. How do you guys feel about that? I get excited about little things now, like weird things. Like I got a new metal scour recently, and it said like it could scratch off the hardest things like on my pan, and I was like, yo, I can't wait to test that later. So
Yeah, that's definitely an old thing.
that's an old thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just things like that.
Grown. That's an old thing, yeah.
I couldn't wait to test out that scour.
Can't wait to scrape the residue of my bacon off this
Yeah,
pan.
man.
I tell you, I'm so.
And let me tell you, it actually fucked it because it scraped the bottom off the pan and then it rusted, so I had to go buy a new frying pan. So be careful what you wish for.
Life hacks. That's like them Facebook life hack videos that are like really quick but so irrelevant and pointless and like so crap.
Yeah.
That is
Man, don't
crazy.
trust everything you see on TikTok, people.
No, not at all. Oh my God. Talking of TikTok, actually, I saw one of your videos where you was like some crazy clown. Where did that concept come from? What was that all about?
So that was for a song called Don't Be Like Me. And I can't remember how we came to the clown thing, but that was the first video I directed because I wanted to do something wild. And obviously it inspired that, you know, to film it. But I remember watching that and I was like, it'd be sick if I could like do that but for a music video, but not for Halloween. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
make
so it's
it
not
like
typical.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, like the song was about, you know how in it, it's kind of like the clown's got the balloons and he like gets the children in and then consumes them, I guess, right? So it was kind of like a play on like me with girls and like how whack I am. Yeah, we love that.
God.
We love that.
So when you say whack with girls, what do you mean by whack with girls?
Just awkward.
Yeah.
Not really got no game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Sometimes
what
I
do they
do.
call it? They call it Riz.
Riz, yeah.
No, Riz.
Sometimes I do. I just don't know when it's going to happen. So you know what I'm saying? So I'll throw myself in the scenario and it's either going to go well or it's going to go awfully.
Yeah.
Or if you don't try, you don't get, in my opinion, and
Yeah.
confidence is always good.
Do you know what? We actually talk with a lot of guys and we realise how much pressure it is actually for men to be able to like instigate that first chat like with women.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what it is? I think it's because so many people chat up girls and girls see it coming, right? Girls a lot of the time are on the receiving end of
Yeah.
the chat up line and guys are obviously the ones doing the chatting up. And it's like, the girls must hear it that often that like half the time a guy will walk up to a girl
Yeah, I
and
get
before,
it every day.
yeah, exactly. Before they even say a word, the girl will be like, I'm not interested. And you're like, you're probably building up to that in your head for like 20, 30 minutes and you were like, yeah, like this is going to
Yeah.
be sick. And then you go over and they say that. Hasn't happened to me for the record, quite like that. But I know it does happen. And it's like, yeah, like it can be quite big, I think, to a guy and to a woman. It's like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, we don't think about that either, do we?
No.
Because we just get so like, not disrespectful, but just we don't think about it in that way.
Yeah, I think more about it now since we've been interacting a lot more with guys and asking more personal questions. Whereas beforehand, it's like, no, not interested. I'm married. Or no, like, why would you come and talk with me? And it's like, why have you got so much attitude? You don't actually have to be like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like one way or the other. Either I don't know I'm being chatted up and get into a full
Yeah, that is
conversation for an hour
Sarah.
with
That is
someone.
Sarah.
And then they ask for a phone number, and I'm like, I'm married. Like, what the hell? Where did that come
so
from?
confused, like, where did that come from? I was like, Sarah, where did that come from? Are you oblivious to this? And she's so oblivious to life.
Yeah.
Like,
Or,
to
but
men.
if somebody comes in straight away with it, I can be quite standoffish and quite
Yeah.
defensive. But now when I'm speaking with guys, it's like, oh God, it is a bit, it's like you say, it's a lot to go through a man's head. Not all men, because I know some guys, they say they shoot the shot all the time.
Yeah.
Like they literally go up to someone and go, what are you saying? Can I get your number? No. And move over to a next woman straight away.
Yeah. I think the best chatting up is when it's not chatting up. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You're just chatting to someone casually. You find a bit of chemistry. You go with the flow with the chemistry, and then you either end like that was a nice interaction. We'll go our separate ways, or it's like, oh, like should we meet up again, or like can I take your number or whatever. But you know, like when guys come up with these like chat up lines and stuff like that, half the time I think it's cringe.
Well, yeah, and I think
Yeah.
when they're like half the time when most of them are quite unpleasant and like degrading to women, not all of them, but when you get that, you sort of do tarnish them all with the same brush without realising.
Yeah.
And then you forget that not all men are like that. That's
No,
that's
facts.
such a generalisation of men to like
Facts.
think
And
about.
I think that's why a lot of men kind of take on that persona, because that's kind of the way to do things. Because if you're vulnerable when you go in with that nice guy approach, and then you get the same response, like
Yeah.
not interested, then you're like, oh, I'm a nice guy. I was trying to be nice. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So sleep with someone who looks identical to your mum, or sleep with someone who has your mum's memories.
So who is your mum in her brain, but she doesn't look like your mum, but she is your mum? Or sleep with someone who isn't your mum in your brain, but she is your mum physically?
Someone who has your mum's memories.
You'd sleep with your mum then?
Well, if it's someone who looks like my mum, that's twisted. You can just
Yeah,
like
but
tell them to shut up, and it looks like someone else. You know what I'm saying?
But
Yeah,
she'd be
but
like,
it's
I
your
remember
mum.
when you was born.
I feel like either way, it's your mum. Though.
It is.
It is, but I feel like you've chosen the worst one there.
Really?
Yeah,
Would you
well-
say so?
Well, what would you choose? I'd rather sleep with someone who looks like my mum but isn't my mum. You close your eyes.
Would you?
Yeah, rather than my mum. Yeah. Then,
Yeah, but you
No.
can say, yeah, but
At
you
least
said
you
has
can
their
forget.
memories, right?
No,
Yeah.
no,
But
that is your
it
mum.
is my
No,
mum.
that is your mum. Because you've
I'm
got
not
to
gonna lie,
think
I'm
if you
screwing either
sleep.
way answers, to be honest.
Yeah. You can't win,
I'm
can
not gonna lie, I'm screwing either way, so it's a win-win.
Hell no.
I'm not gonna lie, if that's not actually your mum but looks like your mum, you can both forget that and like no one will know and you can go on the receiving life. If you sleep with your mum, that's it. You and your mum's relationship done.
Yeah, but I feel like if you're with the person who physically looks like your mum or like as your dad,
Yeah.
I couldn't. Whereas if
fine.
they had the memories, you can just be like, let's just not talk about it. Like, don't talk about Bruno.
Thank you for making
Do you know what I
less
mean?
weird about my answer.
Yeah. I feel like Holly's the weird one in this situation.
Yeah.
I think that's me.
I'm going to stand with someone who has your mum's memories. Either way is twisted.
Yeah, either
for
way,
God's sake.
you'd really say, no, I'm done. I don't want any of it.
Yeah, man.
Celibate for life.
I don't know, when he holds a girl.
Would you rather fight a kangaroo or a badger? I like that question. I've thought about this.
Have you? Oh, it's deep, this one, guys.
I have. it's going to have to be a badger, right?
Yeah.
For the size reasons, but badgers are lethal, and especially honey badgers, they'll go straight for the
Yeah.
bollocks.
Oh, you
what I'm
thought
saying?
about this?
Yeah. So
You weren't lying.
no. So kangaroo, obviously big.
Yeah.
And I've been in Australia, right? I lived there for a little while, and they're henge. They're so henge. So they box the shit out of me, and they're fast. Badger all day. I reckon I could stamp on it, kick it. I might be able to climb up some shit quicker than it. And you know what I'm saying?
I love how you've actually deep the question. Like, do you know what? I've thought about this before.
Like you're safe now if that ever
Yeah,
happens to you.
I knew it.
100%.
Yeah.
Not,
I never know what life's going to throw at
Could
you.
you imagine?
They could throw a badger at you. You never know.
it's like Squid Games, but
Yeah.
I've got to fight a kangaroo or a badger.
The things that go through Comprehend's mind is like, if I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. And if that was one of the challenges, I am fighting the badger.
100%. 100%.
Well, talking about badgers, have you got any girls in the TikTok DMs?
No.
Oh, I feel like that's a
Yeah, I
yeah.
feel like that's
No.
yeah.
I've got a
I've had
slight
a couple.
blush.
Yeah, no.
Think
I
so.
haven't. I've had a couple,
Yeah.
but honestly, right now, I'm just trying to fix up and sort my levels out. You know what I'm saying? Increase my worth because, well, you guys know the history, obviously. I mentioned earlier that I was an alcoholic for a long time, and it's been about half a year now since I've not been. So in that time, I've just been focusing on myself and like treating myself well, more skincare, eating better, things like that. But prior to that, I was in a very toxic mindset and whatnot. So I think the kind of women I was attracting is not the kind of woman I would like to spend the rest of my life with. So them kind of people hopping in the DMs, it's kind of, no, thank you.
Red
You know what I'm
flag.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get me.
Self-love before loving anyone
Yeah,
else. I appreciate that. That's a very good way to go about things.
Yeah.
So what did you think when we slid into the DMs then? Did you think, oh, is this legit or is this just like some women trying to get me?
No, I thought, like, I get the perception.
Cougar.
Well, it said ladies' night, so maybe for a split second I was like, yo, a load of ladies are inviting me round. That'd be sick. But, no, like, I'm doing all right on TikTok, so I was like, yeah, I'll get involved. Come chat to a couple of ladies.
So do you have Tinder or anything then? And obviously you're not having women sliding into your DMs.
No, I have had.
Yeah.
I have had. For the same reasons, I'm not entertaining any DMs and stuff. I'm not on these dating apps right now.
Yeah.
Also, I'm awful at writing bios and stuff. I come across as so cringy and like, so cringy and it's long. So,
But if your dream girl was to walk through this door, what would she look like? What would she be wearing? I want a detailed description of your dream girl.
it fluctuates, right? Because like race-wise, I really don't mind. I like dark women, mixed women, white women. All of them are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But that aside, petite, preferably shorter than me, which is difficult because I'm quite a short guy. So maybe like 5'3".
What's your height?
Petite build. I'm 5'7".
Okay, that's not that short.
Well, how tall am I then?
You're like 5'2".
Are you tiny? Are you?
I swear I'm taller than you.
No, you're
You're not
not.
taller than.
I think I'm
Your
5'2".
attitude
You're
probably
5'2".
is.
Stand
Should we
up.
test it? No, man.
No.
Have you got your big shoes on?
No, I've got Converse on.
Do you know what? You've got a long neck, Holly, because it don't make no sense because your shoulders are here.
So maybe I'm like 5'3", yeah. So I need a girl who's about 4'7". please.
No, maybe I might be 5'6", you never know. I don't know how tall I
No,
am.
actually, to
Yeah.
be honest, I don't know. I feel like I'm taller than you, but I'm like 5'5".
I've got my J's on as well. These had a good inch and a half.
I don't know actually how tall I am, so I couldn't.
Do you know, I feel like because women as well, we're quite unrealistic when it comes to things like Tinder bios. Because like even Holly, she would say, "Oh, someone has to be at least 6'3".
Yeah.
And it's like why would you need that extra piece of man? Like you've done
Want it? Want it?
Yeah, but,
Greedy.
I want it, yeah,
You're greedy, Holly.
but the thing is, she doesn't need to. Like 5'6", 5'7". Why? Why is it 6'4"?
Yeah, man. I
know what
like
I
to
mean?
think I'm everything you need in a nice little compact package.
Yes.
Well, when it comes down to it anyway, none of anything matters apart from actually being in love with the person you are and being
Yeah.
compatible.
facts.
Well,
Nothing else
Finish
actually matters.
his description. Actually,
You
he said
didn't, so
petite.
please.
Oh, I see what you did
Yeah.
there. Led me straight
Back in it.
Yeah, I mean, that's my only preference. Shorter than me, petite build.
Yeah.
I have been with bigger women in the past. for short periods of time, and various sizes and shapes. But ideally, petite build, because I'm tiny, right? So I don't like the idea of being with someone bigger than me.
Yeah.
But also, that's very difficult to be smaller than me. So I'm working on getting bigger, which is easier than the other way around. You know what I'm saying?
As long as it makes you happy mentally.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But pretty. I don't really care about boob size. I'm a bum guy myself. Yeah, that's about it.
What if they've not got either? What do you do then?
If they got good personality and a beautiful
It's all about just save it with the personality.
just
Personality.
just laugh at my jokes.
Yeah.
Just laugh at my jokes. But yeah, no, obviously the face is what you're looking at half the time, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time. So
Yeah.
helps having nice eyes. I like green eyes. Or light brown. But other than that.
Very niche eye colours they are.
They were.
They're very niche.
I'm like, have I seen a petite, slim?
Petite, slim.
Yeah, I'm trying
What
to think
hair
of all these
colour?
women that I've seen.
Hair colour. Hair colours.
Amazing.
Well, it doesn't
Probably
matter.
blonde. Probably blonde. But
So
obviously it depends on the
blonde,
race.
Green eyes,
Yeah,
petite.
and she has to have a big body as well.
Big batty. Don't
Ideally.
get too bothered about the boobs.
Does it have to be real,
Yeah,
or can it be
100%.
It can't. She can't have a BBL.
Oh,
No,
frick.
that's disgusting.
Really, you're not into that? Why not?
Because you could just tell the thighs never match the
Oh yeah,
belly.
like
exactly.
stitched in.
Stick with the. It looks like they've sat in something and it's stuck to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a massive amount of chewing gum or something. It's
Yeah.
grim, awful.
That's valid.